All right, here we are with part 2 of multiplying integers with models, flipped classroom. Again, you should have the same notes page and you should be able to multiply integers with models. Let's take a look. So, again, we learned in our last video that multiplication is repeated addition. Also, we learned that multiplication shows groups of numbers. So here we have 3 times 2. We could look at that as 2 times 2, 2 plus 2 plus 2, sorry. And when we look at that as 3 groups of 2. So 3 groups of positive 2 we will show on the number line by jumping every 2 to the right. And we will land on positive 6. Let's look at this example. 3 times negative 2. That means we have 3 groups of negative 2. So that's negative 2 plus negative 2 plus negative 2. We can show that by jumping 3 times every 2 to the left on the number line 3 times. So that's, we're jumping a negative 2, then a negative 4, then to negative 6. So our answer must be negative 6. But what happens when we have a negative times a negative? When we have a negative times a negative, you should understand that we are going to multiply by taking away 3 groups of negative 2. So again, that's going to be repeated subtraction, which means we're taking away negative 2 from negative 2 from negative 2. So when we look at that, we kind of look at that as the opposite of 3 groups of negative 2. So the opposite of 3 groups of negative 2 would be 3 groups of positive 2. So we want to take away 3 groups of positive 2. So with that being said, we're going to actually show from 0 that we've jumped to the right every 2. So again, remember that means the opposite of 3 groups of negative 2, which is 3 groups of positive 2. So in this case, our answer is positive 6. Now let's look at example 2. Negative 4 times negative 3. So we know that's the opposite of 4 groups of negative 3. So in this case, we're going to have negative 3 minus negative 3 minus negative 3 minus negative 3. And we are showing that by saying that's the opposite of 4 groups of negative 3, which would be 4 groups of positive 3. So we go every 3 to the right. And we land on positive 12. Example 3, I want you to try on your own. What is negative 5 times 1? Or the opposite of 5 groups of 1. Go ahead and show your model to your teacher and complete your notes page. Rewatch the video as many times as you need so you can understand this concept. Have a great day.